this special test, we've got Tinel's test is the first one. Tinel's test can actually be used anywhere in the body, but at the wrist joint we are tapping, got a Flexor Retinaculum here, and we're tapping that area, which would aggravate the median nerve. Now the median nerve travels underneath that retinaculum into thumb, either side of the index, either side of middle, and the inside edge of the ring finger. So they would get pain, numbness or tingling within that median nerve referral pathway. Another test we can do for carpal tunnel is called Phalen's test. So if I get my client into this position, that's it, good. So we've got the wrist flexed and we hold that position for up to a minute. Now if they get any symptoms or signs in the 10-20 seconds, stop the test there. Don't let them hold it for a minute, but up to a minute if they're symptom free. So that puts compression on the carpal tunnel, so that can indicate CTS. And then the other one is reverse Phalen's, okay, which is sometimes called the prayer test. And this time we are extending this carpal tunnel area. Hold the test for up to a minute and to see if there's any symptoms. Again, they would feel nervy neural pain or symptoms within that pattern. This one is the scaphoid load test. So how to find your scaphoid? If you abduct your thumb and it's between these two tendons. Relax, there we go. So you're going to put pressure on the scaphoid. At the same time, the client's going to go into radial deviation. So you're going to move your wrist towards me, that's it. So as well as me applying pressure on the scaphoid, the client is contracting that area. And it would be pain, clunking, maybe clicking in that area, which could suggest a scaphoid fracture or instability. Next test is Finkelstein Test. So Finkelstein Test, what we're going to do is put your thumb into your closed fist, and you're going to go into ulnar deviation that way. So that's really stretching these muscles on the medial edge of the wrist. This condition for pain in this area would be for de Quervain syndrome. So there's 3 tests we can do, or 3 observations we can do for the fingers. The first one is the trigger finger test. So you get your client to form a fist and then open their hand up, and with trigger finger the client would have to open their own finger up there because of inflammation to the tendon sheath or the tendon itself. So that's called trigger finger or Tenosynovitis. It's that stickiness within the sheath. The second test we can do is Jersey finger sign. So opposite, we're starting with the hand fingers extended, and you get your client to close their fingers or form a fist, and one finger can't form a fist or flex, and that's due to injury of the flexor tendon of the finger. So damage or injury to that tendon. The third one, it's more of an observation rather than a test, is if you look at a client's fingers and they can't fully extend, it could be that they've damaged the extensor tendons. And this is quite common with ball sports, where you catch a ball or a cricket ball hits the end of the finger, quick bend, and it can rupture the extensor tendon, and therefore they can't fully extend.